Hello! Today we are saving custom waypoints in the Blackbird C-130J. There are two ways to save custom waypoints. The first is to go directly to the custom data list page. You find this on index page 2. So let's select index, next page, and custom data. Here we can see a list of all the custom waypoints I've defined so far. The first field is always boxes. I can up-select any custom identifier into the boxes to see the definition. So let's check can1 by down-selecting and then up-selecting into the boxes. This shows us in L1 the latitude and longitude, in L2 the position however I originally defined it, and in L3 the elevation, which is whatever you entered there or blank. So let's go back to the custom list and define a new waypoint. I do that by simply entering a new identifier into the boxes. So let's say I want to put a custom waypoint right on the south end of this little lake here. First, I pick a new name. Let's call it Lake. And enter it into the boxes. Now I can define the actual position. So the easiest way to get the latitude and longitude of that little lake is just to pick it off using the cursor. So I enter ground cursor mode, slew over to the lake. The details of how to do this with the cursor will be in a different video. Let's pick off the south end of that lake and then select third CNI-MU because I'm at the aft cockpit station here. And now insert update key, or insert update button on my joystick gives me the latitude and longitude. Note that I entered this into the position field here at L2, not the lat lon. Position is where you define it, and the lat lon will display the latitude and longitude of whatever you defined. So I can enter it here. And there we go. You can enter an elevation if you want. It's only really required if you plan to use it for cursor position updates. So for example, I can do a direct to LAKE, and that gives me a little direct to. All right. The second way to save a custom waypoint is directly from the page where you want to use the waypoint. Most fields which take waypoint identifiers will automatically branch to the custom data creation page when you enter an identifier which is not on the database. So let's add a custom waypoint along our route here. We can see it's 135 nautical miles from CME to TCS. So let's just for fun add an extra waypoint 50 nautical miles before TCS here. So let's first come up with a new name. Let's call it TCS 50. And now I'll insert it before TCS. And because this is not in the nav database, it brings up the custom data creation page. To get the latitude and longitude, let's enter a bearing and distance from TCS. So TCS slash, and then our course, our along course, I believe, was 262. And so the reciprocal of that would be 082, and then 50 nautical miles. We enter that in the position field. So now it shows our position as we originally defined it, the actual latitude and longitude. Now we can go back to legs 1, and we can see that this is inserted in our flight plan here. And we can check this out on the digital map by going to ground stabilization mode and slewing along our course. There's CME, and now we can see our dashed line. That's our new provisional leg. And there's our new custom waypoint, TCS 50, and we can execute that now. And now, if we go back to the custom list on index page 2, we can see that both our LAKE and our TCS50 are now in the custom data list. And that's all there is to it.